Coach John from Coach.Win. I'm with Christina, our digital adoption manager. Christina, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks.
Great. We're here to discuss a new program from a digital adoption manager and Coach.Win. It's all about meeting excellence. And why this is important to me as a strategy coach is that we know that great meetings matter. We've really gotten good at, obviously, the weekly meeting. We always want those weekly meetings to be a 10, but that's just one of many meetings inside a business. There's several other ones, from client kickoff to one-on-ones to department meetings. There's just a whole bunch of meetings that each team has and each company has, and getting them all to not only be a 10, but with today's world, heck, they can be an 11 or 12 or 13, and we'll discuss a little bit about that. Christina, why don't you talk about just what the program looks like, then I'll get into just strategically why it makes sense for companies to engage with this. What does a program look like to do this meeting excellence?
Yeah, so the Meeting Excellence program, it's a 12-week program. So it's not just a one-day workshop where you learn everything at once, but it's spread out over several months so that we really have time to learn and then start putting that into practice. So it starts with identifying a champion or a leader for the group, and then that person and I will work together to really identify what are the standard and recurring meetings that you would use in your company. And then once we have that list of meetings that we want to have standardized agendas for, then we begin to also look at the best practices for how do you set up meetings. So how do you set them up well in teams so that they are, again, consistent and standardized across the company and can utilize all of the features in teams. And then we start working with a group of up to 10 of your leaders in the company. And over the course of 12 weeks, we meet every other week to really get those leaders understanding how to run really effective meetings every single time. And the goal is that by the end of these 3 months, you have 10 people in your company that really understand, and not just understand how to do it, but are actually running good meetings every single time.
Yeah, I love that. And just going off with a couple of those things, I mean, I'm showing on the screen right now, it's probably hard to a little bit to see it, but these are all the potential setups that you can have in Microsoft Teams and Microsoft Outlook, and you have to understand what those are. So one of the things we talk about setting up is like, how do you even literally just set up good meetings besides the agenda? And then one of the things we do talk about in the meetings is about lots of people are using note takers to just take the notes of meetings. So after the fact, they get that, but we talk a little bit about like before, during, and after how to use those tools and how impressive that is. And what that's been helping with is like communication, alignment, accountability. Those are 3 issues we run into in strategy planning all the time. And by people doing a little bit of prep work before a meeting, like 1 to 3 minutes worth, using Copilot, Claude, ChatGPT during a meeting makes a big difference because you'll make smarter questions. And then after the meeting, really setting up for the way that accountability should happen and alignment is really powerful. So again, as a coach, if you're running great meetings, your clients will love it. You'll come across as super professional. Your vendors will love it. Your internal team will love it because it's consistent and they get used to the pattern. So what we'd ask is, how do they reach out to you, Christina, to learn more about this program? Your either email and I think our website. So why don't you give it that so people know how to reach out to you?
Yeah, my email is Christina, 𝗍𝗃ristina at Coach.Win. And then our website, Coach.Win, under the services, there's a digital adoption tab with a contact form. You can reach out and we can just schedule a quick 20-minute call just to talk more about it and see if it'd be a good fit for your company.
Perfect. We hope everyone takes advantage of it. It's a great way. Running great meetings matter. People hate bad meetings. They love great meetings. And now you can take these things to an 11, 12, or 13, not just a 10. So reach out to Christina today and learn more about meeting excellence. Thank you, Christina.
You're welcome.